I haven't used a scout rifle in PvP in so long because the meta has just been hand cannons 99% of the time. But with the recent update, the PvP strike team has made some changes to the weapon sandbox across the board that feel really good, and we also got a new Tex Mechanica scout rifle in Trials of Osiris called the Prophet. Now I know what you're thinking, we already had a seasonal Tex Mechanica scout rifle, and obviously DMT is still pretty good in the Crucible. The thing that makes this weapon stand out amongst those other ones is the amount of perk options that we can get. Did I suffer through Trials of Osiris just to get this scout rifle? Yes, most of you guys know I do not play Trials of Osiris, but with the updated summoner, which I already did a video on that, and this scout rifle, I had to get my hands on it. This thing comes with a lot of good perks, and I was lucky to get my hands on a roll that came with both Hammerforge and Polygonal Rifling, on top of Tactical Mag, with the trait perks Enlightened Action and Kill Clip. Yes, you heard correctly, Kill Clip on a Tex Mechanica scout rifle. Honestly, I really like Kill Clip for the 6's game modes, not so much for like comp and trials and any, 3v3 playlists, but this damage perk makes the headshot a 2-tap after you get the kill and get Kill Clip procced. It's absolutely nuts. Plus, pairing this with Enlightened Action, so dealing damage improves reload speed and handling. So all I have to do is deal damage to a target, and I automatically get the reload speed and handling bonuses. Like, it's a match made in heaven, to be honest, and there are a lot of good perk combinations, which we're going to cover. Now, I would totally talk about PvE, but to be honest, the perk set in here really isn't made for PvE. Granted, I will give it is one of the only Stasis Scouts in the game, so if you want to try to get a PvE roll, again, that's up to you. I just want to talk about PvP because the potential here is crazy. Starting with barrels, I would personally opt for range. Anything with hammer forged, full bore, or extended barrel is going to be good. Yes, you might lose out on some handling and whatnot, but to be honest, the amount of handling you get is pretty high, and the recoil from the stability can be controlled pretty easily. If you did want a combination of that, you could go with small bore, but to be honest, the barrel doesn't really matter here. For magazine perks, there's really two here. The first one, and the big one that I would like to have, is accurized rounds for that increase to range. Having better bullet magnetism, especially at range, with a weapon that's meant to be hip fired is going to be very good. And a secondary perk that's okay to use for this would be Tactical Mag, in my opinion. Now it's time to get into the juicy bit, trait column number 1. There are 4 perks here that I really like. If you recall, I did talk about Enlightened Action, where if you deal damage, you get improved reload speed and handling. We also have Rapid Hit, so if you hit rapid precision hits, it'll temporarily increase stability and reload speed. So Rapid Hit gives you stability on headshot versus handling with Enlightened Action. Personally, I like Enlightened Action more, so if I don't hit that headshot, I'm not absolutely punished, but again, that's up to you. The next perk, which I'd really only recommend on this scout rifle, which is Hip Fire Grip. Increases accuracy, stability, and precision hit targeting when firing from the hip. As we know, these Tex Mechanica scout rifles are very good when firing from the hip. They have really good recoil. The reticle stays in place. Having this basically be accurate with hip fire and aim down sight is just fantastic. The last perk here, which I think is really good on scout rifles, is Keep Away. So it increases reload, range, and accuracy when no targets are in close proximity. So as long as no one is within 15 meters of you, you get all of these bonuses to this scout rifle. Now, trait column number 2, I believe I have the best perk here, which is Kill Clip. So reloading after a kill grants increased damage. That's 25% for 5 seconds. Now, we have another perk here that can kind of copy that, which is Precision Instrument. So dealing sustained damage increases precision damage. As long as you continue to hit headshots up to 6, you can have a 25% damage bonus, and that can go in between every single one of your enemies. But to be honest, once you miss a shot, you lose all those stacks. So yes, you have to get a kill with Kill Clip first to get these bonuses, but to be honest, as long as you're far enough away, it's a scout rifle. You're gonna be fine. It can also come with Offhand Strike. Final blows grant additional weapon range, stability, and accuracy when firing from the hip for a short duration, and then also Explosive Payload, which again, those could be good outside of 6s maybe. Kill Clip on this weapon is just way too good in 6s. With new weapons, we have new origin traits, and the Prophet comes with 3. First up, we have Alacrity, which is the last man standing one. You get increased reload stability, aim assist, and range. If you're the last living member of your fire team, it's an okay perk. We also have One Quiet Moment, which I really would not recommend, especially for PvP, but it grants increased reload speed and handling when you're out of combat. And the last origin trait, which is specific to Tex Mechanica weapons, is the Text Balance Stock, which is going to be really good if you decide to spec into the hipfire versions of this weapon, whether you want to use Hipfire Grip, under trait column number 1, or the free hand grip mod. but essentially damaging targets while firing from the hip increases handling, reload speed, and movement speed while aiming down sights. You don't have to kill the target, you just have to damage him with the hip fire, and you gain all of these bonuses. Even outside of all the perks, I think the Tex Mechanica scout rifles in general are some of the best scouts in the game, because not only do you have a very fast rate of fire, you also have very good hip fire control and precision, good range on a weapon that has fast fire, which is just hilarious, good recoil control, high handling, high reload speed. Plus, with the Prophet in particular, it doesn't really matter what perk combinations you have, like I mentioned. If you have kill clip in trait column number 2, you are going to be shredding opponents in 6s. 2-tap headshotting with this weapon is so satisfying. And if you saw in some of the clips too, I was actually pairing this with heat rises, so I could pretty much go into these weird parts of the upper part of the map and be able to take opponents down from extremely far away from some off angles to help out my team. Plus, if you haven't read any of the recent This Week in Destiny articles, the Prophet Scout is included in a batch of weapons that are going to be enhanceable when the final shape comes out. So that means the 2 trait column perks here that I have in Lightened Action and Kill Clip, I can get the enhanced version when the final shape comes out. So this thing has the potential to be even better in the Crucible. You will rarely ever catch me endorsing using a scout rifle in PvP, but what I will say though, in the recent updates, scout rifles on top of autos, pulses, and sidearms all got a precision hit damage increase, and a lot of weapons feel really good right now outside of 120 hand cannons. Like auto rifles feel really good, even though precision's just got a slight nerf, they're still going to be very good, but scouts, I think, can fit into the scene again. Like it just used to be hand cannons all the time, as we know. Igneous Hammer, running the Crucible. This thing, I think, can stand up to the current sandbox. If you don't want to go through the pain of Trials of Osiris to get this thing, hey, that's totally fine. But to be honest, like I said in my Summoner video, I think it's worth getting the Summoner and the Prophet this time around. Not only because of the perks, but because we're going to be able to have those enhanceable perks when the final shape comes out. In any event, if what you saw was valuable or entertaining to you, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any other gaming content that I drop here on the channel. Like I mentioned, we do live streams here on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok all at the same time, a couple days a week. If you would like some updates, again, be sure to follow the Twitch, join the Discord, that link will be in the description. We do run Destiny 2 help, so if you do need help with GMs, dungeons, raids, whatever we're doing during the day and you want to hop in, again, hop in the chat, hop in the Discord, we can help you out. Last thing before I go, if you want to help support the channel even more, you can look into becoming a member. A membership is essentially a Twitch subscription, but on YouTube. It's actually cheaper on YouTube, which is just hilarious in any event. The main thing is that you get access to exclusive emotes, monthly badges, and other cool things here on the channel. Mainly, you get access to some of my exclusive content early. So if you would like more information, all you have to do is press the join button next subscribe, and I'll give you a rundown with all the details you need. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Spinning Boy. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!
Moments of clarity are weapons, Warlock.